Friends, here we shall now discuss the poem My Grandmother's House by Kamala Das. First of all, I shall read out the poem. Let's enjoy the poem itself. First of all, then I shall explain it. Here, the speaker, who is of course the poetess herself, says, there is a house now far away where once I received love. That woman died. The house withdrew into silence. Snakes moved among books. I was then too young to read, and my blood turned cold like the moon. How often I think of going there to peer through blind eyes of windows, or just listen to the frozen air, or in wild despair pick an armful of darkness to bring it here to lie. Behind my bedroom door, like a brooding dog, you cannot believe, darling, can you, that I lived in such house and was proud and loved? I, who have lost my way and beg now at strangers' doors to receive love, at least in small changes. Here, the speaker is the poetess Kamala Das herself. This poem is a reminiscent type of poem. It is nostalgic poem. That is, the poetess goes into the past. She recalls her past memories. She recalls her childhood memories, and she here speaks about her grandmother who is at present no more. Here the speaker says, there is a house now far away where once I received love. There was a house, and there once I received love. That woman died. Here, this phrase, that woman died, brings or drives home to us that the woman, that is the speaker's grandmother, is no more. She has passed away. And once upon a time, she showered love upon her. And therefore, here the speaker says that I received love. Now, friends, we know that in Kamala Das's poetry, love is a major theme. She was craving for love, or she craves for love, which she does not get from her husband. And therefore, she here tells us that there is a house now far away where once I received love. Now that woman is no more, and therefore, the house withdrew into silence. Now nobody lives in that house, and therefore, that house has become silent, because once upon a time her grandmother used to live in that house. Now nobody lives there, and therefore the house has withdrawn into silence. That is, the house has become silent as her grandmother has passed away. Now, in the next lines, in the next words, she depicts the pathetic condition of the house. Snakes moved among books. I was then too young to read, and my blood turned cold like the moon. Poetess's grandmother's house was in Malabar Hill. It was at Malabar Hill, and there is this house, and there once she comes across a snake which was moving among the books. At that time, she was too young to read. She was just a child, and she could not read. And by seeing that snake, her blood became cold like the moon. Her blood turned cold. That is, she became speechless. She could not speak anything. She was terrified at the sight of the snake. And therefore, here we come to know that as a child, she was sensitive. She was terribly horrified at the sight of that snake, because here the phrase blood turned cold, here this phrase drives home to us, it brings home to us that as a child the poetess was too sensitive. She was so sensitive, and here she speaks about this past memory, that in that house once she comes across a snake moving among the books, and at the sight of that snake, her blood had turned cold like the moon. She compares her cold blood with the moon. We know that moonlight is cold. It gives us happiness. It gives us pleasure. Even though it gives us pleasure here, my blood turned. This phrase does not show that she was happy. But yet she compares the cold blood with the cold moon or the cold moonlight. Now let's see what she says in the next lines. She says, how often I think of going there. Now the speaker is married. She is a grown up woman and she craves for love. And therefore, she here tells us that very often, quite often, she thinks of going there. She thinks of visiting her grandmother's house. And there she wants to peer through blind eyes of windows. To peer means to peep. To peer through means to peep through. म्हणजे च्यामधून डोकावणे. Here she wants to peep through the blind windows. Here the windows are called blind because they are closed, and therefore she calls the windows blind windows. And she wants to peer through blind eyes of windows, or she wants to listen to the frozen air. Her desire is to visit her grandmother's house once again, to peer through the blind windows, closed windows, and to listen to the frozen air also. Or in wild despair, pick an armful of darkness to bring it here to lie. Here, her desire is to bring darkness from her grandmother's house to her own house. Here she says, or in wild despair. Wild despair, it shows her present condition. Her condition is pathetic. Her condition is quite deplorable. We feel sympathy for the speaker, and therefore she here says, or in wild despair, pick an armful of darkness to bring it here to lie. Here, she wants to bring that darkness with her, armful of darkness with her, to lie behind my bedroom door like a brooding dog. She wants to bring that darkness from that house, her grandmother's house, with her, to lie behind her bedroom door like a brooding dog. She compares herself with a brooding dog. Brooding means meditating. Once who goes on thinking. Brooding means thinking, meditating. She compares herself with a meditating dog, a dog which goes on thinking. Here, this phrase or this sentence shows or indicates her pathetic condition and the present time. And therefore, she speaks that she wants to bring that darkness, armful of darkness with her, to lie behind her bedroom door like a brooding dog. Now she addresses to her husband. She speaks to her husband. You cannot believe, darling. She calls her husband darling. Darling, you cannot believe. Can you? That I lived in such a house. Darling, you cannot believe that once upon a time I lived in such a house. You cannot believe in it. She calls her husband, or she speaks with her husband because her husband did not love her so much. She does not get as much love from her husband as she used to get from her grandmother. And therefore, she tells her husband that you cannot believe, darling, that once upon a time I got love in this house and was proud and loved. I who have lost my way and beg now at strangers' doors to receive love, at least in small change. Here, she tells here that once upon a time she got love there, and she was extremely proud of that love. She loved everything there in that house, and that house also showered love upon her. And now she tells her present condition. She speaks about her present condition. I who have lost my way. Now she tells them that now she has lost her way, and now she begs at strangers' doors. Now she begs for love at strangers' doors. Strangers, here strangers refers to her sex partners, her lovers. We know that Kamala Das frankly speaks about extramarital relationship and she acknowledges that she was having a sexual relationship with many strangers, with many men. Actually, she craved for love. She craved for love, and therefore she went from door to door asking for love. And therefore, she here tells us that I who have lost my way and beg now at strangers' doors to receive love. Now, for the sake of love, she visits the strangers' doors. She asks for love from the strangers, at least in small change. She wants that love with a small change. Actually, she cannot hope the complete love which she got from her grandmother. She cannot get that kind of love, but she hopes that she will get love at least with a small change. And therefore, here we come to know that the speaker, the poetess, craves for the love which once upon a time she used to get from her grandmother, which at present she does not get from her husband or from her other sex partners. In this way, friend, this poem, My Grandmother's House, is nostalgic poem. It is reminiscent. It is autobiographical poem. The speaker's grandmother figures in the poem. Her husband also figures in the poem. She uses the term darling to call her husband. Her sex partners also figure in the poem. She uses the word strangers for her sex partners. In this way, we can say that this poem, My Grandmother's House, is the poem dealing with the theme of love, or we can say frustration in love. It is about past memories. It is about childhood memories of the poetess. And the poetess, this poem brings home to us that the poetess is hungry for love, and it does not she does not get it from her husband or her sex partners, which she used to get from her grandmother.